Good afternoon, I'm Malcolm Jordan and this is your Midday News Fix for Friday, the 29th of May. More support for new mothers and their babies, with the government making 3 days of postnatal stay a legal entitlement. Political reporter Ethan Griffiths has more.
The budget funds $34.4 million to increase maternity beds across the country over the next 4 years. It comes as the government adopts National MP Catherine Wedd's Members' Bill, making 3 days of postnatal care a right. Associate Health Minister Casey Costello says the days after childbirth are intense and physically demanding, and mothers shouldn't be rushed out the door.
Winston Peters has secured a generous pool of budget money for boosting our global presence. More than $145 million will go towards our offshore diplomat network, almost $110 million to Indo-Pacific Aid, and $20 million towards next year's Pacific Islands Forum. The Foreign Affairs Minister says active foreign policy defends and advances our interests. Peters told Mike Hosking we need to be offshore if we want to be in the trading business.
Croatia is a country with 3.5 million people. It's got 86 posts. Here we are after all this time with 2 million more people, 56 posts, and we are far more distant from our market than they are.
Incoming upgrades for the Super Gold Card are expected to improve accessibility for seniors. The government's investing $40 million into converting it into a photographic ID card. Age Concern Chief Executive Karen Billings-Jensen says some people struggle to deal with banks or businesses without a driver's licence or passport.
I know of some older people who've had to use an 18-plus card over years gone by because they didn't have any other form of photographic ID.
Bowel Cancer New Zealand's committing to pushing for faster bipartisan progress towards a lower screening age. Over $45 million has been allocated in Budget 2026 to expand eligibility to 56-year-olds down from 58. The government says this shift will reach 200,000 more people. CE Peter Huskinson says National promised to match Australia's age of 45, adding there are 410 excess deaths here a year.
We're now 3 years on from that commitment that was made in October 2023. We've got to have a clear plan that gets us there.
Donald Trump is yet to sign off on a tentative agreement between the US and Iran. US sources report negotiators from both sides have reached a deal to extend the ceasefire for 60 days, begin nuclear talks and open the Strait of Hormuz. It's understood neither of the nation's leaders have approved the agreement. US Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent says Trump's not going to take a bad deal.
He has several red lines. And Iran has to turn over their highly enriched uranium. They cannot pursue a nuclear weapon. And the Strait of Hormuz has to free transit.
Roadworks along State Highway 5, Napier-Taupo Road, will go on longer than initially expected because of some complications. Ahead of the long weekend, work will pause this afternoon and all of Monday, but there could be activity on Saturday and Sunday. To sport. Ireland are following on at 65 for 246 runs in arrears, heading into the third day of their maiden cricket test against New Zealand at Belfast. And all-white Tim Payne has gone viral on social media after an Argentine influencer identified him as the least-known player attending the World Cup. He has subsequently reached 1 million Instagram followers after starting at fewer than 5,000. I'm Malcolm Jordan. That's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at 5 p.m. from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.